Hey guys, Lorenzo here. I'm going to walk you through what I think is the best way to start your calisthenics journey. Whether you're a complete beginner or you just want to get more knowledge in calisthenics, everything I show you is going to be with no equipment and can be done from the comfort of your own home. I'm going to show you how to build a solid foundation to start your calisthenics journey. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 areas. So I'm going to cover core, upper body and lower body. And then for those of you who make it to the end, I've got a bonus bit of content for you at the end. And to be honest, I think it's probably going to be the most enjoyable part. Yeah, I've spoken enough. Let's get into it. Core is important because it helps to stabilize you in everything you do, and it helps you to engage the muscles you need to engage. Starting on our back with level 1, we are going to hold a bent-legged dish. Make sure to keep your back on the ground, shoulders off the floor and arms by your side. If you want to make it more challenging, you can lift your arms up by your ears. When you're doing this, make sure you squeeze your core, so your abs, and make sure you squeeze your pecs as well. You should feel an engagement in your whole body. And then we're going to go onto our fronts and we're going to lift our lower half, so our legs. Make sure you squeeze your lower back, glutes, quads and toes. Level 2, we are going to hold dish with our legs straight. Lower back on the floor again, shoulders off the floor and arms by our side, or again if you want to challenge yourself, lift your arms up by your ears. Next exercise, we are going to hold an arch, so both our legs and arms off the ground. Squeeze your toes, quads, glutes, back and shoulders. You should feel it all engaged. Level 3, we are going to rock in a dish with our arms by our side or arms up. Make sure you keep in that curved shape the whole way through your rock. Try not to go into an L shape. You shouldn't be sitting up all the way. Then onto your front, and we're going to be rocking in an arch with arms by your ears. Make sure you keep squeezing everything from your toes, quads, glutes, back and shoulders. Alright, next is upper body, and we're going to do variations of press-ups. When doing your press-ups, make sure you look forward and try to get your chest to the ground. I also want you to pause at the top and bottom of each rep, making sure that you get into the maximum range you can. For level 1, we have 2 variations. The first of which is a press up on your knees. It's very easy to do these wrong, as most people tend to put their knees a bit too close to their hands. A great and easy way to measure it and make sure you are doing it at the right distance is by starting in a regular press up position and putting your knees down where they are, like I showed you in the video. The second variation is the same, but we'll be placing our hands on a raised platform. In my case, I'm using a sofa. For level 2, we are doing regular press-ups, pausing at the top and bottom. Try to keep your core engaged the whole way through the exercise, and at the top of the press-up, engaging and pushing through your shoulders, getting your chest in. For level 3, we are going to be doing press-ups with our feet on a higher surface. Again, I'm using my sofa. Like level 2, keep everything engaged and make sure you stay in control. Don't rush through the motion. Make sure you're pausing when you go down and pausing when you're coming up. Next is lower body. For level 1 is the squat. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart and you're trying to go as low as you can while keeping your heels in contact with the floor. Remember, we want to work our max range of motion. If you can't go low keeping your heels on the ground, go as low as you can while they're still on the ground. Remember, you want to work your range of motion. Level 2 is a squat jump, same as level 1, but with a jump at the end. Remember, we want to keep that control, but now when we push up through our legs, we're going to explode and jump. Level 3 is a pistol squat, so I've put this in here as a final challenge. I know these can be quite difficult, but I wanted to break it down a little and give everyone something to work on.
You don't need to work the entire action. You can break the skill down into its eccentric movement and the concentric movement, and then join it back together. This is what I'm going to show you how to do. So first, I'm using my sofa to help me to do the eccentric movement. So I'm lowering into the pistol squat, and then I stand up using both legs. Make sure that your knee is over your foot. You don't want it moving out to the side. I'm only doing this exercise on one leg. Make sure you do both of your legs. So I start by rocking on my back like a ball, and then I try and stand and just hold my balance on one leg in that pistol squat position. Once I've gotten the hang of that, I'm then going to rock backwards, forwards into that position. Then I'm going to do the concentric movement and push up to stand, where then I can use both legs to lower back, rock backwards, forwards, and repeat it again. Remember to keep your knee going over your foot at all times. So thank you for getting this far into the video. Here's where I start talking about the bonus content. So I have 3 exercises for you: the shoulder stand, the headstand, and the tucked planche. These are just some of the beginner skills that I think you should learn to start your journey as a calisthenics athlete. I've got 4 variations for the shoulder stand. You want to make sure to hold your body tight in a dish position, like we practice in our core section. And then each variation gets more challenging with changing how you are supporting your weight. The first one, using your hands, to the second one, with your arms pressing down, to then arms up and leaning your body more onto your arms and pushing your arms to keep them up, to then lifting your arms and putting them by your side and only being supported by your neck on the floor. Shoulder stands are amazing because it helps you understand and get prepared for skills like front lever and handstands. Next, we have the headstand. So I'm using a cushion for my head, as it can be quite painful doing it on the floor, and it even hurts using a cushion. It's just something you learn to live with, unfortunately. To perform your headstand, you want to create a triangle with your head and hands. When your head is down, you should be able to see your hands. The first step is simple, just putting your head on the ground in that triangle and straightening your legs and trying to get your bum as high as you can while keeping your legs straight. Once you've gotten used to this, next we lift just one leg off the ground and we bring it towards our chest, and we try to get used to that increase in weight as well as change in balance. After you've gotten used to that, we're then going to lift both legs off the ground, bending both of them, keeping them into our chest, getting used to the weight change again, and getting used to that balance. Once you've gotten used to this, you can try and straighten your legs out and just hold in there, as you're going to have to, again, adjust to that weight change and balance change. And after you've gotten used to this, you can try going into your full headstand position. Next, we have the tucked planche. First step we are going to do is place our hands down, sitting on our knees, and leaning our weight forwards onto our hands and trying to engage our core. Then, we will do the same, but lifting our knees off the ground and trying to get them in line with your elbows. If you can, go on your toes. It makes it a bit more challenging. After you've done that, try doing the same thing but lifting one leg off the ground. And finally, the entire skill, try to lean forwards and lift both legs off the ground while making sure that your core is still engaged.
Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and you can let me know if there's anything you want me to cover in future videos, or you can let me know if you've got any ideas on anything that I've spoken about, or any difference in opinions, or anything of the sort. I'd like to hear from you. Thanks. Until next time. Bye.